In electric cars, Tesla got mocked because it spent all this money and it wasn't producing cars. It still debatably doesn't produce cars. And they put up, oh, we just produced our first year of $70,000 car, 70,000 cars or whatever. And Ford's like, we do that every day. And then you have GM and Ford starting to come out with their first EVs, and everybody's like, oh my God, like Elon, don't you feel so dumb? He's like, this is all I wanted. Like, had they been doing this in the first place, I wouldn't have had to make these cars. So like you see this in innovation where sometimes it comes from just a frustration that the current shareholder is not doing what you want to see happen. And so you just get fed up and do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the meme where the guy gets hired at the video game company, goes in, patches the bug, and then like quits.
That's all I was here for, boys. I just needed to get that done.
And you can see it in reverse. Like Helldivers, right, has immense commercial success. And then step one, the guy in charge goes, yes, I'm going to go back to just making games then. Like, you told me we needed to make money to make games. I've made money. Can I just go back to making games?
Yep.
So bringing that full circle to, you know, how we look at Destiny, I honestly get from the news last week is more support for this sense of dread and frustration that has been building up over the course of the last 10 years with this IP and frustration at Bungie. Do we think that Destiny, and what do we think of the future of Bungie and its IPs and Marathon, namely because I just don't really think that the studio has it.
Marathon is too far in development to scrap. So they have to do it, basically.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, whether it works or not is a completely different, thing. But I think they feel like Marathon is going to be that Fortnite, their Fortnite, basically, because if you listen to them talk about it, it's kind of supposed to be an extraction shooter, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
You have one big map, and occasionally there'll be events that unlock different parts of the map or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But they're banking on the idea of style, customization, and multiplayer on one huge map. Well, what does that sound like? That sounds exactly like Fortnite.
Is it their own Fortnite because they've really always wanted to make this game, or is it their own Fortnite because they want to make a Fortnite?
It's their own Fortnite because they want to make money.
Okay, so that's not where Fortnite came from. Fortnite was a side project from a company that wanted to stay in business. They had a primary task, and then they accidentally built Fortnite. Hearthstone was not Blizzard's goal to come into that space. It was a side project at a time that they had other things that were keeping them in business. These moments of bliss that redefine a genre don't come from World of Warcraft's origin story, does not come from a desire to make profit. They had other games. Like, it was a desire to make something in a space that they were passionate about, and then they accidentally hit pay dirt.
Right. I think part of it is, we were talking about the Ryan Reynolds pragmatism about making Deadpool, where it's like, you need money, right? And I do kind of think that there is that pragmatism behind Marathon. They're like, this is a low effort thing that we can support pretty easily and make money. Ultimately, and hey, it's Destiny gunplay, right? So it's, I mean, a Bungie PvP game ultimately isn't a bad idea, right? It's where they have always been good. But, is it one of those things like, we know Destiny is bleeding money. We don't necessarily know where we're going to go after Destiny because the market says that a Destiny 3 isn't going to work, allegedly, and our Destiny audience is too old. So let's basically kind of make a Fortnite-esque game for all the Zoomers and try to make money to basically offset the cost of Destiny.
I'm getting so old that I'm so cynical about that whole Zoomers phrase. Like, I just picture a game that has like the top half is one game and the bottom half is another game. Like, they just literally took a TikTok thing and just made it a game.
Yeah.
And it's just me being old. It's just get off my lawn. Like, there's no reason to judge that. Like, fun is fun, and if it's fun, that's awesome. And there can be moments for games that weren't designed for me that, like, you watch enough Fall Guys and it makes you want to play Fall Guys. Like, there's times that something comes out and that you didn't ask for, and you're like, okay.